Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am putting on some makeup and I'm calling this my 2021 spring makeup look. And honestly, I haven't really been wearing makeup like that, especially because we're all wearing our masks still. And when I go to work, I wear like a huge headgear. Anyway, so makeup hasn't really been part of my routine. I mean, I do wear like my brows and my eyes and stuff like that, but like honestly, a full face of makeup hasn't really been in my, daily routine, if you will. So, I mean, if I'm a little bit slow at putting on makeup today, please forgive me. But in this video, I am doing a spring 2021 makeup look. So, let's get started. Okay, so in front of me I have a bunch of makeup where some are old and some are older, but I mean, I have a little bit of new makeup here and there. Not new because they're new in the market, more new because I got them recently, so it's new to me. You know what I mean? Like I just opened it out of the package new. So let's go ahead and start by, what do I want to do? I don't know. We'll prime our face first. And honestly, talked about this primer. If you've been here for a while, then you know this primer. Which primer is coming up, you're gonna know. So I'm putting on the Dominique Cosmetics Jady Wady collaboration primer. I'm pretty much all done with this. And I mean, honestly, like maybe 2 or 3 more uses and they'll be all gone. Honestly, even if I haven't been wearing makeup lately, I've been using this even as just a simple moisturizer, and it's been working pretty well, so I like it. It's just a really nice hydrating primer, which also has like excellent skin benefits. So, and of course, everything I talk about here is based off my own personal experience. So what do they say? Take it with a grain of salt, right? Just, I don't know, watch my video for informational needs if you want to. Watch it for entertainment if you want to. I am just letting you know how certain products worked on my own skin. So, which by the way, I have dry skin. So anything that really helps my skin feel hydrated, moisturized, I am there. All right, primer is on. Let's give it some time and let that settle in a little bit. It doesn't take too long. While that's like kind of setting in, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my brows. I'm using I believe this is the LA Girl. And yes, the end is broken because, well, I broke it by accident, but not a big deal. The end was actually a spoolie. Had like a spoolie like that, okay? But since it doesn't have a spoolie, I'll use this spoolie right here. And let's see. We're going to just brush out my lion's mane and brush that out just like that using a simple spoolie. It has a little bit of hair on it. Okay, so now we take our brow pencil. This one is in the shade Deep Brown. And looks like that. All right. So take that and we'll just fill in our brows. All right. I need a mirror. Grab me a mirror. So my spring makeup look, honestly, it's not going to be anything like, too defined or harsh. It's just going to be more like I don't want to call it natural because there are colors in here. That's definitely not a natural makeup look, but just, a natural-ish but still have some color and glitter in type of makeup look. I don't know. Just keep watching. You'll see what the makeup will turn out to be. That is, if you're not going to fast forward and, skip around. Anyway, so fill my brows in. And this brow pencil, if you are curious, there is really no waxy texture to it. Normally, I do like a little bit or maybe a little bit more of a waxiness to the brow pencil product, just because I have a lot of like brow hairs, and that combination of waxiness in my brow pencil helps my hair kind of stay in place. But this one doesn't really have that waxiness to it. It's just a pretty creamy brow pencil. So if you're into the creaminess of all brow pencils, then I guess you pick one up. And it's really affordable, okay? So affordable because LA Girl is just an affordable brand. All right. Fill in my other brow. So if I feel like there's any harsh lines on the brow product I applied on my brows, I'll take my spoolie again and very gently brush out my brows once more. And the key word here is gently, because if I brush it out too much or too harsh, because it is a creamy product, the product will kind of come off. You got to reapply it. See, like right there, I feel like I need a little bit more because I kind of spoolied it out, brushed it out a little too much in my opinion. All right, so just like that. All right, so brows are almost done. I want to, if you were paying attention, the product I just used, it doesn't have like that waxy texture to it, which helps my brows stay in place. So I'm going to go in with the tinted brow gel. This one is in the shade Espresso, and this is by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. We're going to take that, and we're going to just coat. Sometimes, you guys, well, let me first finish my sentence. We're going to use this and coat my brows. All right, so what I was going to say was sometimes I kind of skip the brow pencil part and go straight into this because this particular product, it has that like tinted color to it. Quick and easy. But today I am using both products. All right, so that's going to help my brows stay in place and add some color. Perfect. So by now my primer is set and I'm going to put on a little bit of foundation, or not so much of a foundation but a CC cream. So today I'm using the e.l.f. Camo CC cream. That is what I'm using, and the shade we're using today is light 247 blah 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 blah, light 240W. And just a side note, you guys, I did not, well, okay, let me backtrack. I was going to say I did not pick this shade, but what I meant to say was I got this thanks to Influencer, which is, you know, thank you Influencer, so grateful. But I was going to tell you guys that I wasn't able to like try out and shade match my skin. This is what they sent me. I did pick out from their website what shade best matches my skin, but honestly, testing it out and applying it on your skin directly and just looking at the internet, unless you know your exact shade, I feel like it's kind of difficult. Anyways, enough of that. Was sent. Influencer sent me this product. Thank you. And yeah. All right, let's get this on my face. Okay, so e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, color correcting, full coverage, natural finish. This has collagen, peptides, niacinamide, and it has SPF 30. It has some sunscreen in it, you guys. All right, so we're gonna put some on the back of my hand, just one pump, and if we need a little bit more, well, we just add a little bit more. So we're going to just dab that on my face. Honestly, one pump is probably enough, but sometimes if you want to add more, you can. I mean, it's your face. Do what you want. All right. We're just dabbing that all over. Just like that. You guys, I just realized, so I'm in my like studio room and I forgot to bring my Tati Beauty blender sponge. What is it called again? I forget. But and I really don't feel like going back up to my beauty room and getting it because I'm in my studio room. So we're just going to be a little bit lazy and try to blend this out. I mean, I have brushes, but I really like using my Tati Beauty blender. Blendiful? Blendiful. That's what it's called. Tati Beauty Blendiful. Yes. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. We're just going to use our fingers, our God-given fingers, and let that blend all in. See, as you guys can tell, the shade is probably most definitely not my shade, but it's okay. We will make it work. we are going to make it work because that's what we do here. We make things work. All right, so let's go ahead and just blend this out. So I have this brush right here. We'll just use this and hope for the best. A part of me is telling myself, Sarah, don't be lazy. Just get your ass up, go upstairs, and just grab that blendful and come back down. But another part of me is like, you know what? I just want to be a little bit lazy. All right, we'll make it work. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. Just blend, you know? Sometimes if you're like in a position where you don't even have brushes and the only tool you have are your fingers, that's what it is. I'm just practicing putting on a little bit of CC cream, using my fingers, and I just so happened to be lucky enough to have a brush at hand. So that's what we're doing. Putting a little bit of CC cream, and I think it's working, you guys. Maybe it's because this product is just relatively easy to blend. I'm not quite sure, but here we go. It is somewhat working. Let me just get my little Hello Kitty mirror. Did you guys notice this is a Hello Kitty mirror? Look how super cute that is. So adorable. I think I got this a very long time ago from Sephora. Like a very long time ago. Like at the time they were like selling like nail polish, and anyways, probably too long for some of you to remember. Okay, we're checking. We are using our fingers to blend in the foundation. Not really a foundation, more like a CC cream because that is what it is. Checking every corner, my forehead, blend. So that worked out pretty good. I do have like a couple of dry spots on my skin where the CC cream is somewhat clinging onto, but you know, I feel like that's more of a me problem, not the product problem, because my skin is normally dry, which by the way, I am using a relatively new skincare routine. I'm trying it out and I will let you guys know, you know, in one of my next videos how that's going. But all right, so the CC cream worked out pretty good, and we are going to kind of help correct the shade, because this shade right here is definitely not my shade. It's more of my like winter slash fall shade, I feel like. But once the summer spring hits, because we are in the month of April, and May is coming up, so spring is practically here. So that means my skin gets a little bit darker, a little bit more tanner, you know what I'm saying, because the sun is out. All right, so let me go ahead and put on some Shape Tape. All right, so this is the concealer that I'm using, and you guys, have you guys heard concealer? This concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, has came out with a hydrating formula of the Tarte Shape Tape. You guys, I still need to grab my hands and get it because, well, your girl here, as you've been hearing me talk over and over and telling you guys, I am a really dry girl. So I kind of want to try it. So this formula I'm using right now, honestly, from my own experience, it works well. Coverage is perfect, which is why I use it all the time. But for me, if I don't put in a nice hydrating moisturizer underneath, a nice hydrating moisturizing primer underneath, just something really hydrating, like a hydrating base, this is just too drying for me, you guys. From my own personal experience, it is just way too drying. So having that like drying formula, my skin doesn't really like. It just likes the coverage, not so much the dryingness. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, they came out with a more moisturizing concealer, and I do want to grab my hands on it and try it out. But in the meantime, this is what we're using, and yes, I am using my fingers because my blendful is in my beauty room. I don't feel like going upstairs, so alright, we're gonna use this brush and blend. You guys, I went back upstairs and I grabbed it. I realized I forgot a couple more things, so didn't really have a choice. So I got it. Here we go. But the concealer is already blended, and well, we'll see if we need it. But love the Tati Beauty Blendiful, right? That's what it's called. Anyway, all right, so concealer is on, and now let's kind of like set the face with a little bit of powder. So I have this Laura Mercier setting powder. This is their translucent loose setting powder, and well, let's just go ahead and dive right in, and we'll use the Tati Beauty Blendiful and kind of dip in the powder. And we're going to just kind of set all that makeup just like that. And then using a big fluffy brush, let's go ahead and dust all that off. The face is set, you guys, so let's go ahead and just jump into the eyes. We'll come back to the face, but let's go ahead and do the eyes. I have a couple of palettes here that I want to use, and I figured these two palettes are very spring vibe. So we have here the e.l.f. Retro Paradise 18-piece eyeshadow palette. So that is what it looks like. Very nice. And then we have here the ColourPop Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette, and that is what that looks like. So I feel like these two palettes definitely scream like a springy, you know, flower type of vibe. So we're going to dive in and see what kind of spring makeup look we can create using these two palettes. So the first shade I'm diving into, you guys, is from the ColourPop palette. And did I mention what the palette's name was? I think I did, but if I haven't, it's called Sweet Talk. And I am diving into the shade called All This Like Hollowness, which is super cute, but kind of hard to read. All right, it's called Dream Maker. So taking a little brush like this and diving in, and Dream Maker, it looks like that right there. All right, so take that shade, and I'm going to get my little Hello Kitty mirror and dive in. We're going to just place that pretty much like a nice wash of color all over the eyelid. All right, I don't even know if this is considered a tutorial. I'm just showing you guys my take on a spring makeup look. So like I said at the beginning of this video, take it with a grain of salt, right? That's what everyone's been saying lately. Have you been watching YouTube lately? I'm sure a lot of us have been because stuck at home quarantine. But then again, I feel like a bunch of us have been going back to work because, well, I've been going to work because hashtag healthcare worker. But let's see. Definitely things are, at least where I live, things are pretty much getting back to normal. Not like 100% normal, but like going towards the normal life. You know what I mean? Like normal, like as in like before the pandemic hit normal. Because when everyone was stuck at home, quarantined, well, and my, you know, myself was picking up my, well, I was going to work. What am I trying to say? All right. So when everyone was stuck at home, being quarantined and, you know, just being home because of the pandemic, I had to go to work and there was no traffic. And life was pretty good because there was no traffic. But now traffic is definitely building up. So that is an indicator. That is a sign to me that things are pretty much coming back to normal. All right, so we're done with that shade. Let's go into our e.l.f. palette, and I'm gonna dive in, oh, and a different brush. So this brush, not sure what the name is, but it looks kind of wonky because it's not that brand new, but whatever, it still works. Looks like that if you want to grab something similar to it. So diving into my e.l.f. palette, I'm gonna take the shade Caliente. All right, so is that shade right in the corner, and we're going to take that and put it, let's see, on the outer and inner corner of our eyelids. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, things are definitely going back to normal, at least around where I live. So, I mean, that is a good thing, you know? It's a good thing. Place that in like so. And I'm really doing a tapping motion. I feel like these eyeshadows almost always, and let me repeat myself, almost always, not always, but almost always, in my humble opinion, work best when you are tapping in and pressing in the shadows rather than, you know, blending them out. I feel like when you blend it out, it's more of a blending out, you know, it's what I'm saying is blending it out. But if you're trying to add like color, tapping it is more the thing to do. All right. So the other eye. Anyways, I feel like I haven't recorded in such a long time. And honestly, yeah, it's not like I feel like I haven't. I haven't been recording in a long time because I've been really busy, packed at work, and, you know, didn't really have time to record videos. Because if you've recorded videos and created content, not just YouTube, but TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, those all really do take time and effort. And it's not like, oh, you turn on the camera and, you know, film and post. You know what I mean? There really is a, like, it just takes time, you guys. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it takes time and effort. And I had to, unfortunately, put this YouTube content creation and put that on the back burner. But if you've been following me on IG, which you should, and TikTok, I've been recently posting a lot of videos, making a lot of IG stories. I mean, I make a ton of IG stories, you guys. So if you want to follow me, I will post like a little @Kwakamole on the screen. You can type it in at KWAKAMOLE21, or links are down below. So if you would like to follow me, then please do. I would love to have more friends. Okay, that's done. Let me go back in with that first brush I was using, and whatever's left over on it, I kind of want to blend out like that, right? Do you guys see what I'm doing? Kind of like blending that out. All right, so good enough. Okay, now let's go ahead and what do I want to do? All right, so I'm taking this brush right here. It looks like that. And honestly, just because I'm using certain brushes, that doesn't really mean you have to pick this exact same brush. It's just what I think will work best. So I'm taking this brush and I'm going to go in back to the ColourPop palette and taking the shade, what do they call it? Catch Me. All right, so Catch Me is that upper corner right there. So we're going to take that with this brush and I'm going to just place that right there. Very simple. All right, pretty good. Okay, so that's done. And now let's add a little bit of glitter. But before I do that, I want to add, let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, so we're going to go back into our e.l.f. palette. And this time, not using a brush. So going back into the e.l.f. palette, there's a shade right here on the bottom. It's called Paraíso. I think that's how you pronounce it. Paraíso. All right, so taking our fingers and diving into Paraíso, we're going to dive into that color. And we're going to just place that on the center of our lid. Just like that. Can you guys see that? That looks really pretty. Honestly, every time I put on any type of shimmer, glitter, glistening, anything like that, oh, it just warms my heart, makes my day. I love it. All right, look how good that looks. And this shade, the Paraíso shade, this is another type of eyeshadow, in my opinion, that works best with your fingers. I'm sure there are brushes you can use if you're not a fan of using your fingers to apply makeup. But truth be told, the fingers are the best tools, all right? I mean, I blended out my foundation, or CC cream rather, and my concealer with the fingers. With the help of a brush, but you know, mostly with the fingers, right? Of course, one set of glitter, if you know me very well, then you'll know one set of glitter is not enough. So we're diving into more glitter, you guys. Let's go back into our ColourPop palette. And if you've been looking at it every time I showed you guys, there are several nice glittery shimmery colors all up in here, and we are going to just dive in using our fingers and applying some glitter. So first, let's dive into the color. What do they call this? Honestly, as much as I love the packaging, you can see the back what the shade names are, and it's also right below the eyeshadows, each one of them. But because it's so like hollowy, does the camera even pick that up? Because it's so like holographic, which I love. Honestly, holographic stuff is amazing. But I feel like they should have made the font color of each shadow name a different color. Maybe not white, but maybe like black or like a dark red. I don't know. Just my opinion. But anyway, so we're diving into side to side. And that is going to be this shade right here. This is probably one of my favorite like shimmery glittery colors out there. It's just one of those like perfect everyday type of glitter, you know. So just tap that right on top of Patrikios. We're like doing a little cocktail, a mixture situation. All right. And then finally taking the shade called Prima Drama. Prima Drama, is that right? Yes, Prima Drama, which is in the center below right there. Taking our fingers one more time. And because these are more of a chunkier glitter, I'm going to, instead of like, well, basically I'm going to just tap it in and press it on. Again, right in the center, just like that. Okay, so now let's dive into our eyeliner. I'm thinking, alright, so what do I want to do? I have, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Either do my eyeliner and regular mascara and finish that up with my eyes, or put on my Pro Magnetic falsies. I haven't worn false eyelashes in literally over a year. I think like honestly over a year. And I feel like I should use this. Do they expire? No, they don't. They only expire if you open it. And I haven't opened it. Still in the package, brand spanking new. Look at that, you guys. That before and after. Do you guys see that? Okay, I'm going to save this for a different video. I'll probably do a video dedicated to just this. I've done a video on this a long time ago, but why not do a second one? Because sometimes your opinion changes, you know? You try it again the second time, you try it again the third time, the fourth time, and you change your mind about a product. You might not like it anymore, you might love it even more, who knows? So we'll save this for a different video, which means you should subscribe and so you won't miss out. Alright, so we'll save that. So let's go in with our eyeliner. I have here the LA Girl. Can you tell I love LA Girl? So I have here the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. This is in the shade I think it's called Ultimate Black, but I ripped off the shade name, so do not quote me on that. Alright, so take that. I love this eyeshadow. I love this eyeliner, you guys, because it's so creamy to the point where it's really easy to apply. Okay, apply the eyeliner like so. Alright, so I have my eyeliner on, and I actually mixed it with the LA Girl and the NYX. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, another one of my super favorite ones. So I mixed it in and placed my eyeliner, and because they're like intense black colors, I do want to soften it up for this look. If you like the intensity, keep it as it is, do as you please, it's your face. But for me, I want to soften it up. And we're going to go back into the e.l.f. Paradise palette and dive into the shade Coconut. Yes, Coconut. And it's just a nice matte brown. Dark matte brown, I guess. Picking it up. And I'm going to less intensify this color by just going over the eyeliner. And kind of smudging it out because I don't want it to be like super harsh, you know. Just right on top. And also this will help set the eyeliner so it doesn't budge. So that looks pretty good. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to kind of clean up the makeup just on the bottom, just a little bit. Okay, so that looks good. And now taking my e.l.f. No Budge taking my e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick, we're going to just, and this is in the shade Perfect Pearl. All right, so we're going to put that on the lower part of my eye like that. And like so. Ooh, so pretty. Maybe in the inner corner as well. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Alright, so now it's time for mascara. Go ahead and curl your lashes, even though I forgot to bring my lash curler. And I did go back up to grab the Tati Beauty blender or Blendiful. Didn't grab that anyway, so not prepared. Not prepared. But I do have the mascara, and today after you curl your lashes, I mean, you don't have to curl your lashes, but if you want, go ahead and curl your lashes. I'm using a little cocktail, a little mixture of two products. Here we have the Dr. Mascara Fixer Perfect Lash Volume Up Curl Fix Coating Fix. Here we go. This is a Korean brand by Etude House. And then I picked up a new mascara recently. This is by Benefit. And I've tried other Benefit mascaras, but not this one in particular. So this might be one of their newer products, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not, then, I mean, it's brand new to me. I've been using it a couple of times, and if you've been following me on my IG stories and on my IG, you would know I've been using it. So here, this is the Bare Real Benefit Magnet Mascara, and look how cute the packaging is. It has a little magnet. I don't really get... My video stopped recording, so hopefully the transition isn't too, like, you know, wonky. But anyway, it stopped recording because my battery ran out. So yeah, there's that. So like I was saying, it has a little cute little magnet, and honestly, I'm not really sure how this whole magnet thing works, because I guess the magnet is supposed to be pulling your lashes up to make it look nice and long and lengthy, which is why I picked this up, because if I had to pick like what I'm looking for in a mascara, there's like volume, there is I don't know, all these other stuff, but lengthening is definitely one of them. So if I had to pick one, lengthening is what I want. And this says it is a super lengthening. I think that's what the packaging said, the unicarton. But they're about lengthening. That's why I picked it up. So it's like a magnet pulling your lashes up to make it look nice and long. But my question is, what is pulling my lashes up? Where is the magnetic force coming from? You know, is it from the universe pulling it up? You know, I have no idea. Anyway, so just talking too much. Let's go ahead and put on the Dr. Mascara Fixer and apply that. I will say this has a little bit of tint to it, a little bit of color. So it's not like a clear mascara. There is color in it, FYI. I haven't really tried this just on its own, so maybe, possibly, you can use this as a mascara, but never really tried it. I use it more like a primer. So, apply that on the other eye, like so. And now, let's try the Bare Real Magnet Benefit Mascara. Alright, so here is what the, what do you call it? The bristles look like. And let's apply this like so. I try to really take my time when coating my mascara, because one, I don't really want it clumping up and getting all over my hard worked eyeshadow. And two, sometimes I feel like if I'm like in a rush, I end up like stabbing myself in the eye with the mascara wand. So from what I read, this type of bristle that you see right here, this is the type you want if you're looking for that nice lengthening look. So smart on Benefit for picking out this bristle shape, bristle type, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Alright, so my mascara is placed, and you know, it's not my first time trying it out, but first time on this YouTube channel, and I do like it. I do like it. Okay, so mascara is done. Let's go ahead and finish up the face and let's dive in with our, let me just double check. Is my eye done? I think my eye makeup is pretty much done. Okay, so let's dive in with a bronzer. And of course, using one of my favorite bronzers. I use it all the time. And recently, let me tell you a little quick mini story. I was playing around with makeup, just seeing which makeup I want to keep, which makeup I want to toss out, which, by the way, I'm still kind of cleaning up my makeup. I think all of us should clean out our makeup because pandemic hit, nobody wore makeup, and like 1 year goes by and, some of them are probably expired. Anyways, long story short, I broke my little bronzer palette. So sad, but it still works. At least, the lid came off. It snapped off. The plastic part that holds it in, that broke. But the important part, the product itself, still intact, still good. So we're safe. We're safe. We're safe. All right, so this right here is by L'Oreal Paris, and it is their medium number 02 bronzer, a sun-kissed bronzer for face and body. All right, so let us bronze up the face. I'm taking this brush right here. Looks like that. All right. And we're going to just dot that like here, here. Dot that here, here, and here. And then taking my fluffy brush again, we're going to just fluff that. Fluff that? No, I meant to say blend that all out. And then taking this Fenty Beauty, here is another product that I bought recently. I've tried their other Diamond Bomb shade. Why can't I remember? The original one? I think it's the original. I'm sure if you guys know, you'll know. Comment down below. But this one is in the shade called Cognac Candy. I believe that's how you say it, alright? So that's what it looks like. Taking my big fluffy brush, I am going to just, let's see, kind of like apply it like a highlighter, but at the same time like a blush, but at the same time like a bronzer. It has that like color and reflectiveness where you can just kind of place it any which way you want. Honestly, that's how I feel like. Ooh, do you guys see that right there? My little freaking, I don't really get zits or acne, but this is from that masked sneeze situation. Just this one little part. I am doing a skincare routine, which I will tell you guys about. If you've been following me on my IG, and I keep saying that because I post so many content or so much content on IG, and I talked about which skincare product I've been doing right now, and it is helping. It has really gone down a lot, so whew, thank goodness. All right, so that looks good. Now we're going to, let's see, should I add blush? Yeah, we'll add a little bit of blush. All right, so we're going to add the Jason Wu blush, okay? It looks like a lipstick, but that's because you can use it as an eyeshadow, creamy eyeshadow, a blush, creamy blush, or a lipstick like it looks like. So, yes, it's creamy, and yes, I'm putting it on top of powder, but that's okay because when you blend it in, it becomes cream to powder. It works well. So, here we go. And this is in the shade HF03 Cannoli. Cannoli sounds really good right now. Okay. And with this, from my own experience, after you apply it, it might be best to apply it one at a time because after you apply it, you want to go in and rather quickly blend it in because I feel like it's hard to blend once it's like set on your face. So, and I use my finger. It's not that hard to blend, but if it's like sitting on your face for a while, it can be a little bit difficult. So after you blend it, take your brush again and blend that out. And yes, I did go over my nose because you guys know I love doing that. Okay, so blush is good. All right, so that's good. Last step. Should we add a little bit more highlight? I think we will. So I'm going to go back in with my Fenty Beauty and pick up a little brush. And by little, I mean this one right here. And And all these like unicorn type brushes, I pretty much got it off Amazon a super very long time ago. Okay. Can you guys tell? I love glitter. Alright, so that looks good. Good to me. And that's all that matters. Alright, so that's good. Let me go ahead and put on some lip color. So for my lip color, let me use the Tom Ford. This is in the shade Nubile, N-U-B-I-L-E. That is what it looks like. Okay, and the packaging is so cute, you guys. Look at this. Fancy. Alright, so take that and we're going to place that on our lips. If you guys can tell through the camera, my skin is a little bit dry. My lips are a little bit dry, but to kind of hide and mask that dryness, I'm going to use a little bit of gloss. This is the Dominique Cosmetics in Peach Tea. Had this for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it's still good to use, but that's what it looks like. And then place that gloss right on top, just on the center. It kind of hides that dry lip looking factor, and it makes your lip look a little bit more plump and juicy. So like I was saying, my skin is dry, and just to kind of like hydrate, you know, soothe and moisturize my skin a little bit, I'm gonna finish it off kind of using it as a setting spray, but at the same time you can use this product underneath without makeup, with makeup, on top, whatever you want, do as you please. I'm using the Kudali Grape Water Soothe Moisturize Sensitive Skin. Okay, this is the mini bottle. They have a really big bottle, but they didn't have it when I went. So here we go. Using this, and I love how it comes in the aerosol can because it kind of like sprays out nice and misty. Do I shake it? I should read the instructions first. Instructions. Not really sure where the instructions are. There's so many different languages on here. I don't know. I think it's French. All right, I shook it. Whatever. Okay, not that hard. Just spray it on your face. Here we go. I probably don't need that much, but then again, I probably do because my skin is really that dry. So, all right. You guys, here is my final makeup spring 2021 makeup look, and I think I did a pretty good job. Honestly, I've been creating this makeup look as I go along, as I went along with the whole video thing. So it's not like I had a, you know, a vision or an idea of what I wanted to put on my face. I just kind of turned on the camera, grabbed a couple of palettes that I thought were spring vibe, and here we are. Here we go. So here is my finished spring makeup look. And yeah, so makeup is complete and I am going nowhere. I mean, I'll probably go out and walk my dog. If you want to follow my dog on Instagram, you can. And we have a TikTok together. Yes, so Instagram, TikTok. I'm not really on Twitter like that, but if you want to follow me, Twitter. Anyways, I have a whole bunch of social media. Some I'm on a lot, some I'm not really on. Pick and choose what you want to follow, but I am on Instagram a lot and I am on YouTube. Well, will be, you know, because I went out on a hiatus. Now I'm back. So Instagram, YouTube. Anyway, links are down below. Follow me if you want. And don't forget to subscribe. Like this video if you do, you guys. Please, that helps me a lot. And I want to kind of change up my content a little bit. Not just focus on makeup and beauty, but more like a lifestyle thing. Maybe I'll do like mukbangs or, you know, I don't know, do like a food video or just kind of different stuff. Go back to vlogging. A long time ago, I did vlog quite a bit, but I kind of stopped that because people kept telling me that I had to find a video and create content that was, you know, focused in on one niche, how do you pronounce it, all right? Niche, focus on one thing. And yes, as much as I do agree with that, at the same time, I feel like, all right, I'm just blabbing. Anyways, I want to change up my content, not just focus on beauty. I'm still gonna do beauty stuff, don't get me wrong. I love beauty, I love skincare, I love makeup, always have, always will. Just want to do a little bit different things, that's all. Alright, so subscribe, like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all those who have stuck around. Thank you to all my brand new subscribers. Thank you so much. And yeah, here is the final spring 2021 makeup look. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are. I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys!